I'd like to address Captain, a frequent listener of our podcast, who I believe referred to me as a soy jack in one of my recent streams. Listen, I got a girl on the podcast. I talk to girls. Yeah.
Fucking virgin. No.
We've had just as many. Oh, did you hear my voice crack? I am a soy jack.
Wow. It's because you're talking to a girl for the first time. Congratulations.
You just got him like ruffled. He got ruffled a little bit. He's just like, oh my god, a girl's on the podcast. Oh no. Like I have to puff out my chest and look
I have to
super
wear a
alpha
shirt now and shit. Like, dude, I sounded like Eddy. Like after we finished recording a few weeks ago, when Eddy was like peddling OnlyFans, like from Ed and Eddy, like we're gonna be able to buy so many jawbreakers.
First of all, an OnlyFans of Ed and Eddy is something I would pay millions for.
I'd be a tier 3 sub for that. I'd be a tier 3 sub for that.
Eddie would fucking like get straight dollar signs in his eyes the second he learns what OnlyFans is.
And that's the real scam.
Come here, Sarah.
I have to also just say, like, the thing with the three of them is that we all know who would do what. Like, Double D would probably head, like, the actual page itself and, like, actually, like, you know, run it. Eddie runs the finances, and Ed is the model that they just never show the face of, and he's always just, like, the faceless model of an OnlyFans that, like, he always says, like, you know, like, oh, I'm too shy or whatever, but it's literally just like Ed in like women's clothes, and he's like completely fine with it because he's Ed.
They get shut down because he's having bestiality with chickens. Like,
he's just waxing the pig's ass.
Fucking gravy. I said fucking gravy. Like he's just like,
I don't know how ethical this is, Ed.
Probably like
take first in.
Ed boy.
Life has many doors. We have a guest on the podcast this week. Welcome to the Double D Experience.
Hello.
It's Alexa. Hi, Alexa. Hi.
Hello.
Introduce yourself, Alexa. Tell us what you do and why you do it, and why you hate David. Go.
I hate David because he haunts my dreams. No, I'm kidding. So I...
The voice does haunt dreams, though. Alexa, you will cut hair tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Alexa, play Despacito.
My name is Alexa of Styles and Spells. I am a senior stylist, and I am a Vivid specialist, which is like fashion fun colors. Yeah. So I do all the fun stuff. On the side, I play video games and read anime because I'm a weeb.
Yeah. Don't you know being a weeb is like the coolest thing ever now? That's why David.
Now?
That's why
Why
David's a
wasn't
square.
that going on in high school? In high school, I was getting
because in high school we had fucking dudes doing the Naruto run across the hallway, and then it made everyone else look bad, and those people deserve to be bullied.
Oh my god, Alexa, back at Bergen, there were those motherfuckers in the cafeteria that were doing like jutsus in the corner.
First of all,
I swear to God.
First of all, community college was a fever dream. It was such a...
It was fun as hell. It was a fun fever dream, though. It was like one of those dreams where like you were so drugged up, or at the very least for a lot of us, it's like we were so just sleep deprived of like on every day, and we just went to class just half there. Mm-hmm. And all of the shit we saw there was always like 50% more outrageous just because of how fucking sleep deprived we were.
Yeah.
Even the most normal things ever just seemed like, the fuck are they doing? You just walk by and just go like, you know how like New Yorkers just like kind of mind their own business, but like internally they're just still kind of like, you know, like,
yes,
the fuck was that? But they just don't stop walking. That's Bergen. No. We saw dumb shit all the time at Bergen, but then we just kept walking anyway.
Well, Bergen had, if you ever were blessed enough to go to the cafeteria, you'd get to see some of the fun, the Naruto running people, the ones who dressed head to toe in Hot Topic.
Loud ones, man. That was where I got into competitive Smash. You know, I didn't understand how shapely that was going to be.
Wait. Pause. Sorry. I just realized I never told you. After I left Bergen, I briefly hosted Smash tournaments.
You're lying to me right now.
Rockland County?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
There was. You ever been a Toy Wiz? Toy Wiz on like 59.
I know it because I play locals for Yu-Gi-Oh. I've been planning to go up there every now and then, but I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
Vibe. Yeah. I was dating a gamer guy, and he was hosting, and basically he was just like, you know, it'd be awesome if you came and helped me because it'd be nice for some estrogen to be in the room. So I went and like literally for like a couple years or so, I was running those Smash tournaments. It was wild and smelly. I'm not even going to lie. It really was. Like, the fact that the memory in my head, the first thought is, oh, it was fun. It reeked.
It reeked of fun.
It reeked of fun. I like that.
Yeah.
No, it was an experience to be had. But it was fun.
Even this as well, the locals from here, I got some smellos as well. It was not
Well, your
pleasant.
company at least made a rule. Like, you know, Nintendo's very hands-off when it comes to Comp Smash. Konami had to, like, step in and, like, literally be like, if you smell, we're gonna kick your ass out.
Yeah.
Oh, why wouldn't we do that? That would have been so
I know.
smart.
It's just I love how like Nintendo is just kind of like, let's put all this other red tape onto events, but not put any red tape to people who just smell fucking awful. Like, let's just like, you know, like
It's discriminatory.
it's discriminatory to my fucking senses that you smell like ass.
I often fuck with Smash players telling people that, like, as somebody who works for Nintendo seasonally, that I was just a plant. And that, like, I was just gathering intel, like, for, like, people. And then I laugh with them, like, yeah, wouldn't it be funny if that were true? Just stop.
just, like,
You show them your business card.
They get actually scared. They think I'm, like, coming in there to, like, shut that shit down. And I probably could, like, tell some people about some shit that goes down.
Damn.
I
You
know
have
people
power.
there. I don't
You
have
really
that much
do.
hatred, though, man. Listen, I know motherfuckers who have smelled. I've given them deodorant at tournaments, and then they had the audacity to go on Twitter and lie about it. Like, yeah, whoever smelled... Well, I'm not even fucking kidding, by the way. Whoever smelled was so bad. Like, yeah, can you vibe? It smelled... I was in the VIP area over at
You
Let's
had
Make
to
Big
pass
Moves.
out deodorant. Like, that was a thing you, like, okay, wallet, keys, deodorant.
I didn't pass it out.
Before
I
you
didn't
left the
want that
house.
shit back. I didn't want that shit back after you put it on that pit. That shit's tainted.
It's like my deodorant and then deodorant for other people who smell.
Yeah.
It's like I packed two just cause.
No.
And like,
I'm not even gonna out anybody. Because, like, I did top 8 of the Nickelodeon tournament for Luminosity Makes Big Moves at the New Yorker Hotel recently last weekend, right?
Damn.
So we were chilling in the VIP section watching top 8 a couple hours later in the day. One of them smelled, and they smelled because they ran up and down the area in like a sweatshirt and stuff, and they just didn't have anything. I gave them deodorant because I knew who it was, and apparently they felt comfortable enough to tell me. But what I don't respect is that there was somebody else in the VIP area, went on Twitter, called them out, not the individual person, but said like, yo, like that shit smelled. Somebody smelled on the balcony, and I'm not gonna name names, I'm not gonna say who it was, but that motherfucker who smelled literally went in the replies of this person and said like, oh, I know, right? It was so bad. And I'm sitting there reading that, I'm like, you fucking little shit. You see, that's the shit I don't respect.
The hypocrisy is real.
It
That's
was like,
impressive.
yo, and I gave them my deodorant, like full stop, and they
fuck
offered it
shit
back.
right
I'm like,
there.
no, keep it. You can go ahead and just go ahead and keep
But
that.
then he just
Honestly.
like, oh yeah, I didn't. It's like, who was the one that smelled at the event? Wasn't me.
Oh my
And
god.
like, David's just over there in the sidelines, just kind of like, really, motherfucker?
That's like the
really?
equivalent of ripping it in class and looking around the room and being like, what the fuck? Who did that?
Or
It's like the same equivalent.
Or even pointing it at another person. Pointing at another person right next to him, just be like, "Hey, yo, bro, what the fuck?" Like,
Wait. Have either of you ever lied about a fart that you ripped
I
in
couldn't.
class?
I couldn't.
You couldn't?
No,
You
because my
can't
shit
rip?
was because it was just too loud. There was no way it was anyone else. That was the thing. Like, I ripped it once and it was really bad, and I just was like, it went silent for like about 10 seconds. No one said anything, thankfully. Like, I wasn't just like kind of put on the spot, so I just put my head down and just like didn't look at nobody. And then I just was like known as that one dude who just farted in class one time. And like, my whole high school career wasn't ruined or anything, but it was just kind of like the thing is that like, I'm just gonna say it, like, at least for high school, right? And I think even to a lesser extent college, it's like, I'm almost surprised at like the sheer control of some people when school lunches are fucking terrible for you.
Dude,
Nathan's.
I'm so glad you said it.
And it's like, the fucking gas buildup that happens in your like gastrointestinal system, like, is like, it's like almost building up to like a Hiroshima styled explosion, like just waiting to happen. And it's just like, when you let it rip, right? It's just kind of like, depending on who you are, like, I've noticed that a lot of times, like, because I fart fairly loudly, I'll admit it, but like, surprisingly, it don't smell as bad. Like, I literally like turned around, like took a whiff, and I'm like, nothing. But it's always the silent ones that I notice that are always like the ninja farts that are deadly.
There's a science behind that. So,
Yes.
number one, be grateful that you weren't going through school unknowingly with a gluten allergy. I had a stomach ache every single day after lunch and wouldn't know why. But so here's the thing about that. If your farts smell excessively, that means you're having too much lactose or you're lactose intolerant. If your farts are obscenely loud, that it like literally like ruptures the earth, it's you have a gluten allergy. But like if there's no smell, like usually if it's like there's no smell but they're really loud, supposedly it's like a wheat intolerance. Whereas if it's really smelly but deadly silent, it's the lactose. Just fun fact.
You know what? That does make sense. Because like I always just equated like milk anything to just smelly ass like farts, like just flat out. Like I've had times when I drank like whole milk when I was younger and I let it rip and it was actually god awful.
Yeah, because it's fermenting in your stomach.
Yeah, exactly. And like I stopped having milk like from such a long time ago that like I don't know, it's just loud now. It's
You're
just
like
loud now but not smell.
liquid that comes from another animal.
Yeah.
That's
bound
true.
to do something to your innards. Also, I have to ask, you said you're allergic to gluten?
Go ahead, make fun of me, let it out, go for it.
That
My life
sucks
It
really
sucks.
bad, because let me like just guess right now. Everybody thinks like you're that gluten-free girl that like preaches live gluten-free.
No,
Gluten
so
is the
here's the
devil.
thing.
Guys, carbs are the devil, and they fucking hate you because they think you bought into all that.
Listen,
when in reality, you're just actually allergic to it, and you're the one person who that shit will actually be detrimental
That's
to.
always the worst too. Like, cause it's like it's not even my fault. It's just
Like,
the way my body was made.
God.
But then like I get shitted on like immediately
God,
for
you know,
it.
here comes Alexa, a fucking gluten-free bitch, man. Like, you're out to preach her
when-
bullshit to us. When, like, you're the only valid one.
When I go out, when I tell you it is like it's a best kept secret. Like if I'm out in public, I tell no one. If people make the decision, let's go out to eat, I'm like, oh, I just
Not even the
realized I
chef
gotta
at
go.
the restaurant.
No, and no one, as far as everyone can tell, like unless you're really close to me, I literally tell no one. But now I just said it on here, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
but like no,
say,
it's like
everyone knows.
Wow.
well, I don't like to make it. I know how annoying it is to go out to dinner with that person because I used to hate going out to dinner with that person, but now
fair.
I am that person and I hate myself.
At least you're self-aware though. Some people
yes,
like that one smelly person that you were hanging out with, David. Like they're not self-aware at all. They like you can point out
no,
that they
I
smell
know
like shit.
No. They brought it up to me.
Yeah,
And-
but on Twitter though.
No, in real life. I was sitting next to this person at the event.
So then
But
who
then
was
they
that
went
person?
on Twitter and lied
No,
and said
they
it
went on
wasn't
Twitter
them.
and lied about it because there were multiple people calling out the stink on the balcony and they didn't want people finding out it was them. No, this person sat next to me and I got the whiff of the fucking, I got like Hades
Listen,
like whiff.
I have no shame. If I reek, I'll tell you. It's honest. I promise.
Yeah.
I'd rather they get the honesty too. It's just I always tell them, it's like, look, man, it's even worse though when like I just finished drinking coffee, and then like I know my breath stank like coffee, and I just
You're
tell
just
them like
reeking out of both ends.
I literally just kind of like sometimes talk like this with my mouth, so like they don't really
Try
smell.
doing hair for a living. If I don't have gum or mints in my purse, that poor motherfucking client, man. I'm so sorry.
I'm very fortunate in the fact that like I never have to sit down and ask the chef, be like, is there penicillin in this? I don't normally have to do that, but that's enough. I'll put that timestamp as just shits and farts. Alexa,
What a great topic to start with a female on the show.
yeah, man. Just honesty is the best policy. You love what's true, and the world comes to you. So, yeah. But
I mean, that's the thing. Like people even think like, oh, pretty girls don't fart. It's like, no, I've heard them rip.
they
Like,
do, Dennis.
listen.
It
No,
just fucking
but-
smells great.
No, David, listen to me.
It
No.
smells
Every
fantastic.
girl that
No.
I've hung out with and even dated, they've all said girls' bathrooms are like an atomic wasteland when you get in there. They're actually
Especially
like
if they're on their period. Like, don't even.
that,
No.
and some of the most
Girl once had her
vilest
period
places.
in my car once.
What?
She got up and there was just like shh, the blood, like the blood flow of the Nile all over my
Shut
nice,
the fuck up.
all over
no.
my nice Corinthian seats.
Yeah.
That poor girl.
Yo.
She went home and cried.
David,
Oh my God.
David, this is.
Imagine I'm like a fucking freak. As soon as she left, I'm like fucking Mordecai. Like, oh, did Margaret sit here? Oh, Alexia, you said you like anime.
Oh my God, I can't.
I wouldn't have cared that much if that was me, because then I would have just kind of like cracked the joke. It's like, were you hit somewhere? Like, did someone shoot you? Like, where
No,
where
you
were
do
you
not
hit?
call attention to it. You do not call attention
I
to
know,
it. You
but it's just
play
like,
dumb.
If I was cool enough with them, because obviously, like, if you're on a first date. You can't just say like, "Oh, who you hit?"
I wasn't even dating this girl. This was just a friend. This was just a friend of mine. I wasn't even dating this girl.
Oh, it was a friend? Then it's fair game. If it was a friend, then you have full right
If
to
you
be
guys
like,
are bros, you guys are bros, fine.
Okay. Shits,
Fine.
farts, and periods. That's what I'm ending that timestamp at. You
Cool.
sent me some of this stuff. Like, it's specifically, like, colored hair you do. Like,
What did I send you? What did I
you
do?
sent just all the photos of, like, all, like, the examples of hair
your
that you
work.
do.
Yes,
Of your,
yes,
of your,
I do
your
things. My work, yes, I do things.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, what about them? Okay.
Nothing. I just thought it was cool. That third one that you sent me, the one with like the sort of pinkish reddish hue, that girl with like the sort of rainbowish highlights. That one's my favorite.
That was
Looking
a
at it.
That
fun
one's
one.
sick.
That
Yeah.
girl, bless her soul, she literally sat down in my chair and she was like, I trust you, do whatever the fuck you want. That poor girl was with me for 8 hours. 8 hours. She was my, like, but that, see, like, you both are, like, shocked about that. That's, like, a normal thing
no.
with vivid, like, fashion colors. They take hours.
Yeah, I'm even like, oh yeah, sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to say like
How
that.
dare you bitch.
Excuse me, I am the
He does it
co-host
all the
of
time.
the show. I could have you kicked off immediately. No.
He can't do
we're-
shit. I'm the only host of the
we're-
room
I'm-
right now. He literally can't do anything. Don't worry.
Ignoring David. We're just gonna like think. I just want to kind of add on to that, saying that like I've seen and like even been in the same like salon with like my mom or even my girlfriend and like when I was a kid at least and like the
Oh, wait, you're the supportive boyfriend. You'd go with them to the appointment and chill out. I love those boyfriends when they come with their girl. They're so sweet. Kudos to you.
Thank you. Like, usually just like on my phone and stuff. Just like not that big of a deal. And like
David's just shaking his head at you like, you piece of shit. Don't say that.
but
Can
like
we talk
one
about farts again?
Shut up, David. Hold on. I just wanted to at least say, like, at least for hair, like, I think people, like, kind of sometimes underestimate just, like, how meticulous, like, you have to be. And, like,
Thank
this is
you.
just coming from, like, an observer, like, as to, like, how, like, careful they are with their work and such. Because, like, I've seen and had my hair cut, obviously. But, like, at least just, like, compared to that, like, it's just, like, zing for, like, 10 minutes. And then it's like, hey, get the fuck out of here. Give me a tip. And then, like, I leave. But, like, for, like, a lot of, like, I know we joke too because it's like women's hair. It's like, oh yeah, I got this cut. It was like $55, and it's like you took an inch off. Like what the fuck? Like,
$55 is cheap nowadays, by the way.
that's the thing, yeah. Like because it's like compared to way back when, but like at least from what like I always just have like mad respect for like
Aw.
salonists or even like any stylists like at all. Just
That
because
means
like
a lot. Thank you so much.
oh, of course,
Well,
it's
because-
just it is tiring work. Like and it's just
Well,
like you have to be
yeah.
focused too. Like,
We're fighting
doing-
that like constant stigma. Like so I don't have, wow, we're going to, if I'm too open, someone shut me up. I don't have
worry.
that close of a relationship with one of my parents. I'm not going to specify which one,
Mm-hmm.
but one of my parents, they always kind of made me feel like, that's not a real profession kind of vibe. And like
Okay.
there are a lot of people that have that stigma of like, oh, you don't know what to do with your life, go to hair school. And it's like, fuck you. Like hair school is hard. It was literally like World War III in my classroom. It was horrible. But we have to learn a lot. Like I can identify cancer on your scalp. Like I can tell you like different diseases that you might be developing. Like I had a client, I had to tell her she had ringworm the other day. Like it's we have to be able to identify those things. And I mean, like we're not necessarily diagnosing them. We're just saying like, hey, I think you have blank going on. You need
You
to
should
go
probably
get
go
this
see the
checked out.
doc. Yeah, go see the
Right.
doc.
Like we can't like legally say like you are diagnosed with, I don't know, fucking worms in your scalp. I don't know. But like we have to learn how to do all those things. So on top of it being intricate work, like we're being taught like a lot of biology, a lot of chemistry. Like we have to know what chemicals can react on the head so we don't burn your hair off. Like
yeah.
there's a lot of science behind it that I guess like people don't like, for instance, my one parent doesn't seem to like understand.
Mhm.
And it's like, it's frustrating because it's like, dude, like I want to see you try and stand for 8 hours on your feet with one person when you run out of conversation and you're trying to make their hair look good.
Everyone has hair.
Everyone has hair.
How? Well, not
Except
everyone, but
except if you have chemo. No,
wow. Or you're just fucking bald. Why is that? Or you're the Avatar?
Well,
like, is
no,
that where
wait,
your
so
brain
hang on.
went?
receding
hairline.
So, receding hairline, by the way, you use rosemary oil. You rub that on the receding hairline area and it stimulates the follicles and makes your hair start to grow back again. But bald people,
I'm
you
gonna
can
save that.
still take care.
How could a boomer be like, this isn't a real profession? Everyone has hair. That shit grows, like, that's more of an energy resource than fucking oil.
See, our generation
literally.
Understands that, which I greatly appreciate. Like,
Right, yeah.
our age group gets that, but like usually if I'm speaking to anyone that's older that isn't in the profession, it's very much like I might as well be saying, I do Let's Plays on YouTube. Like, if you don't do it, like, you don't know how
Motherfuckers make
hard.
millions out here, so
Some of them are retiring too. Like,
until they get canceled,
Like
until they
Matt
get
Pat.
canceled, you know, like Chugga Conroy is right now. But anyway,
I'm terrified that Markiplier is going to retire.
The
because
day
I
that
love him.
Markiplier either retires or, and I don't think it's
could
going to happen,
anytime
or
he
he
wants.
gets canceled, is the day I don't want to live on this planet anymore. But like, it's the pure meticulousness of like the difference between like you're talking about here. I didn't expect you to say you're diagnosing diseases out here when you're cutting hair. Men's barbers, it's not only way simpler, they fuck up way more. It's easier and they fuck up way more. There's a barber that I used to go to who like just he shaved my beard without me asking. And it wasn't a matter of me not even. It wasn't even a matter of me not noticing. He's cutting my hair. He's doing his thing. All of a sudden, he takes his razor.
Going, no.
Like David's just so fucking confused for like 5 seconds. He's like, wait, what the fuck is going on? He's like,
Takes a strand straight up my cheek, and I'm like, he's like, did you not ask me to do your beard? I'm like, no, but I want you to now.
Bro turned off his brain as soon as you got in that
Yeah, and that
chair.
guy fucked up my neck. When he shaved my neck, he didn't use anything. Like, this shit got so red, like, everywhere. And it's like, it was bad.
That
it was just
sucks.
bad. And the only reason I even stopped seeing that guy is because he fell off the face of the earth. He stopped responding to my texts, my
It's because
calls.
he got cancer
I
and
drove
couldn't
past the
identify it.
place. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they couldn't see it up his own, like, up his own cranium.
One scathing Google review was all it took to cancel that motherfucker, and then he was never seen again.
The one detriment of hairstylists everywhere, like, I can't see my forehead. What are you angry about?
No, so the thing is, there are stylists and barbers. So the thing is, I can't speak for other states, but in like the state of New York and New Jersey, you have to be able to identify certain things on the body. And like, it's not just hair. Like, I know things about your fingernails that I like.
Where did he touch you? Like, what do you mean identify on the body?
Use the stall and tell us where.
Brings out the chart.
Use
He's
this
just
doll
like,
and tell us what hair you want us to cut.
where on earth?
Here.
He just like starts rubbing the hair. It's just like, did they touch you here? It's like,
Yep, yes, my hairstylist
If
touched
they
me.
touched
She
anywhere
touched
over
my
here,
hair.
that's wrong.
Can I just say one thing though too? Like, because
Sure.
I've been to a couple of salons a few times, and like obviously like the haircut service is obviously like, you know, really great for a lot of places that I go to. But like one thing that is not even hair related, but like I guess not so much, but it's like when they wash your hair. And like you go to like the stall, like, and they like
It's
shower your
everybody's
hair a bit.
favorite part.
I literally like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm unashamed about it. It was a nice Hispanic lady who was just like massaging my hair like with the shampoo and everything.
How hard you
And-
get?
Well, no, I am actually dating at the moment, so it wasn't that I got hard. It was more so that like
No,
I
stop
just
talking. You got fucked, idiot.
I just know like I just
Shake her hand.
No, I just stood still. I literally just like stayed in position as they were just like continuing to like just lather my hair and stuff. And then
Yeah.
when they got the towel on me and they just like brought me up, I just still had my eyes closed. Like I was just in zen the whole
So-
time.
I asked my stylist to marry me once with how good she did, like how good she massaged my scalp. It was an impulse. It just slipped out.
There's technique with that. There's technique with shampooing. I remember like years ago, I was just like working the front desk of a hair salon and they were running around and it was busy. And I offered to help shampoo people. And they were like, legally, you can't touch anybody without a license, number one. And number two, you don't know what you're doing. And I didn't say anything, but in the back of my head, I was like, how do I not know how to shampoo a head? When I tell you there's a million different ways to shampoo a head, and there's only like a small handful of ways to do it in a way where you get the sensation that you just described, that like immediate relaxation, like that takes skill. And I didn't know it took skill until I was physically being forced to do it. And I was like, oh, there's like a technique with this. And like, it's like a whole thing. And it's like, it's just weird because it's something that everybody does to themselves every day and you don't think twice about it. But then like, it's just another aspect of like being a hairstylist that you don't realize is so intricate until you're doing it. And it's fuck.
Yeah.
If it was that easy, like why I don't understand why you like your parent or whoever would like compare like what you do to flipping burgers. If like this shit was genuinely that easy, people would cut their own hair themselves and like do it in front of a
There
mirror.
would be
But
a
most people
million
don't do
salons
that.
open up
It's
too.
a profession. There's styling places and like hair
There's
salons
school for
and
it.
barber shops everywhere. There's a school you go to
Licenses
for it.
you have to get.
I'm so sorry you had to deal with that.
Oh, thank
Like-
you. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Like this guy's parents probably did, because you are. I know for a fact you're like multi-talented in many things. None of y'all know. Like back at BCC, like the way
God.
I know Alexa,
Oh no.
we were in the choir together.
Oh my god.
And when I tell you that this woman here has an
She got
actual
some pipes.
actual
No.
genuine angel's voice.
No.
Like seriously
You're
beautiful.
very
That's
kind,
why
but
you
no.
got all the fucking solos. That's why you got all the solos, is because you're like, yeah, I can sing like Alanis Morissette stuff.
That's not-
I remember you saying that to Sony. And like, yeah, you could. And she got the solo for 21 Guns and everything. It was beautiful.
Okay,
It was
hang on. We have to rewind. It
beautiful.
wasn't 21 Guns. And I wanted to correct you the other day when you said it. It wasn't 21 Guns.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It was 20 guns.
It was Radioactive by Imagine Dragons.
I think
And
you
I
did-
have audio of you at the end going, done!
Yeah, I forgot. Like, was that just me, or like
That was just
when you
you.
told me that,
That
I
was
legitimately
just
did. Apparently, okay. The context for this is apparently like at the end of a song in a concert. I literally, once we finished it, I just screamed "done" like
Yes.
as loud as I could.
You literally, you
And-
said to me privately, like we were rehearsing one day, and you were like, "How funny would it be if I just did this?" Or like, "Oh, haha, that'd be funny." Then the concert happens, and you literally do it like you're standing like a few feet behind me, and you go, "Done!" And I'm like pissing myself laughing in front of this crowd. I'm like, he actually did it.
I have zero recollection of this.
I have to, if you ever have me on again, I'll make sure I have the video ready, and I will play it.
Okay. I seriously don't, because I remember doing some fuck shit in the choir.
I have to find it
won't
and send
lie.
it to you.
I remember making some pretty stupid jokes. I remember, like, touching faces with Paul that one time. We, like,
Yup.
rubbed our beards against each other.
Yup.
Like, all snooty, because, I don't know, two dudes laughing makes women laugh. And so, I mean, two dudes, like, doing, like, homoerotic shit together makes women
always
laugh
funny.
when they're straight. It's
It's
always
always funny.
It's always funny every time. So I remember doing that. Sony telling people who had the dopest cake. Those were good times, man.
They were great times. I really appreciated that choir because, like, well, again, if I'm being too personable, please shut me up.
I'm about to tell a story afterwards that will, like, make you feel more comfortable about
solid.
personal
Okay,
stories.
let
Don't
me
worry.
embarrass myself first.
Solidarity
Okay.
here. Solidarity here.
Solidarity, sister.
During that, so like I said, I had two parents. One of them in particular, I don't have that close of a relationship with. There's multiple reasons. One of those was that it was an abusive relationship in every aspect. So like physical, mental, emotional, like it was the whole 9 yards I got. So that choir, like I was being forced to go to college because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And my parent was saying like, you have to go and do something, which is like, I understand the mentality of it, but like forcing your kid to do something when it's making them miserable is tough. So I was literally like, the only thing I had to look forward to during that period of time was going to choir. And so like, it got to a point where like, I was skipping classes because I was like, I'm taking these for no fucking reason. I'm learning nothing and I'm wasting my time. Dark period. Everybody has those. But
It's also college. It's always low-key kind of a dark period. Like,
Yeah.
I'd always make sure I would make it to the choir class because it was like, when I tell you a beacon during that time in my life, it really was, because it was like the first place ever that I felt welcomed. I felt like comfortable. Like everyone was really friendly. David was there being annoying. It was great.
Thank you.
But no, for real, like that having that outlet, and like Sony, our choir teacher, I hope he's still doing it. I don't know what his life is looking like right now, but he was great. He was so sweet.
He,
and
sorry,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead. Did I
no,
cut you
please
off?
go. I embarrassed myself enough. I let y'all know that my life has been weird, but
No.
Well,
I want
to
to
be fair.
know you give what you get. Like, you were as much of a beacon as that choir was for you that you were for us. Truly, you were. Like, I look forward to seeing you every week among everybody else. You were one of my favorite people there. You were fun to be around.
because I
You were
was
amazing.
weird.
Yeah, exactly. She keeps like the 2012 like humor out here in 2014 and
Yep.
still rocking
or
it.
to correct, like, she was interesting. I mean, to be fair, like, I've even noticed, like, anyone in the arts, like, just flat out, they're usually, like, in no hatred towards them. It's just, like, either fairly damaged people, and, like,
Yep.
they just need, like, an outlet to, like, kind of go and, like, just get their shit out there, or, like, just kind of, like, just have an outlet to, like, even just kind of get rid of all this stuff, or even just kind of, like, not get rid of it, I suppose, but more so just kind of, like, deal with it in a way.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, at least as far as, like, even singing goes, like, that's... not a bad outlet.
It's a coping mechanism.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it's like when I was going through school, I'm really going to show my nerdiness now. When I was going through school, I wasn't getting drunk. I wasn't smoking weed through high school, at least. College is different. But like during that period of time, I wasn't
Not
really
like
doing.
the other girl.
Yeah, and I wasn't like other girls. I'm a cool girl.
You guys hear that? Alexa's not like the other girls.
She wasn't a mean girl. She was a weird girl.
Yeah, I literally was.
She was
But
not
like,
a mean
I'm
girl.
high on life. That's right. I'm high on life. And you know what? I don't need to drink or do any of the drugs.
what
I'm
I'm gonna
better
say-
than everybody.
That's not what I meant.
I'm fucking you. I didn't.
Trying to be a good example for a moment. I had music.
I thought that was a drink in your hand. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to be a good example.
Okay.
Just puts it down.
It's hints. It's a healthy drink. Anyway,
That's pretty clear. That could be vodka for all we know.
You know what? Who knows at this point? Anyway,
Look at this big bottle. This could be vodka too. I'm not saying nothing.
I'm not gonna judge. No judgment. But so like I had an outlet other than the typical vices that.
Thank you for reminding me.
Wow. Okay. All right. There we go.
There's nothing in here. I just wanted to show off my Wario. There's nothing in here. I just wanted to show off my Wario Brothers.
Wow.
Ooh,
flask.
I like that.
Yes.
That's cool.
I got one of Persona 5 Joker. He actually gave me one.
Yeah, I got it for him when I was at a convention.
Nerd.
He actually gives me a lot of things. I have a lot of shit from David. That poster right up there, we actually got it when we went to see the Mario movie. It was on
It's
the 10th,
so
I
cool
think.
to see it physically
Yeah.
on this podcast.
Hey guys, like there's a screenshot of my room and just like cut that part out. Like
Good.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Yeah. More about
you
the
were making
choir.
fun of me for being a clean
Yes.
kid.
Dude, I was too. I'm being a dick.
oh no, I was the same as well. Yeah, like we're not. I was boring.
I'll
I
out
was
myself right now. I have never smoked weed in my life. To this
Bro.
day, I haven't.
I
Like
only
literally
smoked
still.
after my breakup with my ex.
I
that was
waited
the
till I
only
was
time.
happy. I waited till I was happy to try weed. Like I didn't want to do it. Like that was the thing. I didn't want a vice. I didn't want something that was
Yeah.
gonna like be something I would go to help me in a shitty time because then that's not really helping me. That's only more of a detriment.
Oh yeah.
So like instead, what I was
Same. Like
gonna
I would be
say,
scared that I love it. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
not scared I'm gonna
Yeah,
try it
exactly,
out.
yeah. I
Like I'm
didn't
scared I'm
want
gonna
that
love
to
it.
happen.
Because with all due respect, like weed is. It's not
fairly
not really an
addicting.
assistant.
It's-
It's not physically addicting, yes, but it becomes very mentally addicting. I know a lot
Yes.
of potheads who have told me they want to quit, but they
Yes.
feel like they
Oh, yeah,
can't.
I'm like,
but
I'm
then
not
they're just
addicted,
like,
bro.
oh, it's not
I'm
like
not
I
addicted,
need
bro."
weed. I need weed. Like they feel like it's like a miracle thing that cures cancer. It's not. It's just something some people do and some people don't. That's it.
But when
Right.
it's like a mental thing, that's even more dangerous because it's subtle now at that point. You don't really
but
like.
that's the addicted part of it.
Yeah.
Is it becomes a mental like addiction. Like, oh, I can't get through this day without weed to take
Yeah.
the edge off.
It's
Which is
like
not
yeah, so you need it is what you're
right,
saying.
exactly. Like that's how the addiction starts. So like I didn't want that to be the case. So like I ended up teaching myself how to like do a bunch of weird shit. So like and I would get made fun of for it because I was always teaching myself weird things. Like one of them I taught myself Japanese for shits and giggles because it kept me busy. I taught myself piano, it kept me busy, and like it was just like that having that artistic outlet I think is so important to people that are going through shitty things at home and they have no one to talk to.
Yeah, this
Absolutely.
podcast was literally like it started as a way to slowly distance myself from the Smash community because I had to take a step back. Speaking of breakups, because I dated someone from the scene for a long time, and then
Do you need me to put a bomb in her car? I'll do it.
all right, Alexa. First of all,
ride or die.
Alexa. First of all, yes. Second
Okay.
of all.
You just started talking with her again. What the fuck are you
That's what I was
talking
gonna
about?
say if you didn't fucking cut me off every fucking 5 seconds, Dennis. God damn!
You want me to put a bomb in her car and you're
It's
talking
like we
to
just
her
made
again?
up. There's a bomb in your car.
I actually reconciled with her recently after like 4 years, and it's been real nice just having her in my life as a friend now. But beyond that, you're talking
Friend.
about
Friend.
Lesbo friend.
she's gay, so it's not exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, that's cool.
Yeah, that's why she has like the ultimate wingman. He's about to
Yeah,
tell
no.
you.
So
Yeah.
cool.
No,
but
she
you
got-
can also go to her and be like, hey, so when I did this thing in bed, was it weird?
One of the most beautiful people I've ever known in my life.
Three of the most vulgar.
Oh,
I think this is probably the most
Oh yeah, there's
vulgar.
always
like,
gonna be a part of me that's still in love with her, like a tiny part, you know.
This is the most vulgar cast today. Like,
You're welcome.
yeah, I know. I'm actually really liking it.
I told you she's not like the other girl.
And I like the other girls.
We're gonna talk about who wasn't like the other girls. My story from the choir, right? You want to talk about breakups, Dennis? If that's what you're fucking bringing up. I remember we all
Damn, are
wrote
we just playing a
Sony's...
breakup Olympics? It's like, oh, my breakup was more
listen,
stressful than
no,
yours.
no, no,
Sony
wait.
was leaving as the choir director.
Oh,
We
that's
all wrote him
right.
a card. We got him a big card, write our little messages on him. And my card, and Alexa can vouch for me because everybody in the choir was like very deductive, very inducive about it, really. You remember I did date a girl from the choir.
Oh my god.
Okay, let me ask.
Hold on, you remember?
Oh my god.
Wait.
You remember?
Now, let me
Right.
ask Alexa.
Yes.
How
Play Despacito.
was this person as like? How was she as a person? Like,
Oh god. This is gonna be to be honest with you, I only remember like a handful of people from her choir. It was David, I remember, and then something with a V. What's her
Vuvuzela?
name? She was a badass. She was cute and sweet.
The
Is
Middle
it V?
East, the Middle
Did we
Eastern
call-
girl.
I think so. I don't remember. I don't remember, but I remember her and she was cool. Anyway, was
Yeah, it was
I remember her being kind of like, wasn't she kind of quiet?
Yeah.
Like I don't remember her talking much.
okay,
Yeah,
a bit of
she
an
was kind of
introvert.
like-
She was the librarian
Okay.
girl. She looked and like acted like the librarian girl.
She had
Yes.
glasses
pretty
too
much.
and everything.
Yeah,
She was
or-
very
She
sweet.
looked like it. Yeah. Oh yeah. She was cool. She was cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I thought she was like a bitch or something. I didn't know. Like that. Yeah. Okay.
So ready and
I
raring
don't know.
to go.
Like, you just made it
Ready
sound
to
like, oh
hate
yeah, she was a
this bitch.
terrible
What,
person.
you gonna put a bomb in her car now too? Is that?
No, not. She's too pure.
No, I was talking to Dennis.
It's gonna
I was talking
find
to
her on
Dennis.
Facebook. It's like, where's this bitch? Where the fuck does she live?
Oh no! Because I'll tell you about Facebook real quick, right?
Oh, okay.
Because
Go.
that's where that
Okay.
shit went down. I was
Go,
still
go.
dating my high school girlfriend at the time, who was my
Yes.
first girlfriend. So I was just like, we're gonna get married and
Ew.
go all the way. And she's
Yeah,
my
that was
first
me.
girlfriend.
Cringe as
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, no, that girl broke up with me 3 days before Christmas, and we didn't see each other for months afterwards. Anyway, it was a fucking high school relationship. Of
Why
course,
does
that shit
everyone
was
always
gonna
break
end.
up before Christmas? Like, I don't understand. I did that too. That happened to me.
David, finish your story. I promise you not to be this one, but I'm going to top you with this one. I swear to God.
Okay.
But
I was
please
18
continue.
at the time, right?
Okay.
So
Yes.
naturally, it's not going to last forever. I didn't know nothing yet. And here's the thing, like when when that girl broke up with me, I was talking with Michelle, if you remember Michelle, on Facebook about it.
Yes.
Yeah, Michelle DM'd me
Yes.
recently. She didn't say what it was about, but I thought she didn't even say hi or anything. I thought her account got hacked. I gotta hit her up. It was
Send
one of those weird DMs where it's just like, this doesn't seem like it's you for someone to DM me out of nowhere. Like when you did it and like I messaged you, it's like I could tell like this is her. This is a human. I can tell. You know, I remember
It's
like,
really her.
Human.
she's her. She's really her. So a stupid video we watched.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so when we were talking about breakups, I'm like, yeah, you know, like I'm going through a breakup right now.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as heard that, she went into my DMs.
She like
with
zoomed,
the-
like swooped in.
She went
It
into
was
my
quick.
DMs with the ferocity of 1,000 suns. She was leaving me hearts, telling me how amazing of a singer I was. And
She
all of a
waited
sudden,
till you
I'm
were
like,
single.
No, she did.
At
She
the very
did.
least,
I
yeah,
had
she
no
was.
idea.
Yeah, she was a gentleman in that respect. She was a lady in that respect.
Yeah, so she came to my place, and I didn't know what to do with girls at the time, so we were playing video games and shit, just chilling around. I'm like, girls like video games too. And then I like told her, like, honestly, like, yeah, if like something happened, that'd be great. And then we just slowly got to that point where we started like, you know, touching, kissing, and stuff.
Feeling
and then
each other up.
And then we just hooked up. But she wanted to
Saucy.
keep it secret. And that kind of like, you remember, like, whenever like people asked her about it, she was just like, nah.
Yeah,
or,
but
we're
you
not
didn't
doing
keep
anything.
it secret from me.
oh, because I didn't give a
You-
fuck. And I trusted you.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why.
yeah, that sounds
You
about right.
told me.
That really sounds about right. I didn't give a fuck. Like,
Everybody just like
So
totally
David.
figured it out. Sony in front of the whole fucking
That's
choir.
right.
You remember? Everybody was just talking about Valentine's Day. What are your Valentine's Day plans? What's everybody's Valentine's Day plans? He tells everyone to shut the fuck up, and he goes like, "I want to know what David and Valentine's Day plans are." He didn't give a
so
shit.
good.
He went
was
out
so
there,
good.
and I didn't know what to do. Right, so I just turned to Shelby. I'm like,
are we doing anything?
yeah, that's what I said. Like, are we doing anything for Valentine's Day? She's like, I don't think so. Because she was so
Not
shy.
now.
She was so introverted about
So
it.
then, like, after that, like, did she just, like, break it off now? Because it's like, okay, no, this is too much heat now. I
No,
don't
like,
want, the
a
attention.
month or two later. I don't know if she was she was older than me. She was 22. And I was like 18, I think. So like whatever.
18?
I was 18 when like
Your voice like was so your voice dropped. You're like, see, if Markiplier ever like retired, you replace him just for your voice alone.
Oh, my
Like,
sack
your
dropped at
speaking
the
voice.
ripe age of 12. Are you kidding?
Why is it a ripe age?
When I, like, first met him, too, I was just like, he had the deepest fucking voice I've ever heard in my life. And all my
it's
cousins...
like the memorable
like,
quality.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, every time I've even, like, before, like, we actually, like, got closer, when I just only met David through a friend of mine, Dane, and, like, he came to the barbecues and such and everything,
Cook?
like...
Dane Cook?
No,
Yes.
no, not Dane Cook. Not the great Canadian comedian Dane Cook.
Canadian comedian.
Comedian.
Canuck.
But he was there at the barbecues, and he was always the one that, like, always stood out to me amidst everybody because, for one,
That voice.
kid was also 6'4". So, like, he was always like the tallest fucker. Like, yeah, like amidst everybody.
He always gets it wrong.
6'5".
6'5". Actually.
It's like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, go on.
6'5", man. Let's keep it.
And
Let's keep it correct.
was short. Wasn't
Well,
she?
okay,
She's like a
Alexa,
hobbit?
Alexa,
Tiny?
She's like
they
a
all
hobbit.
are. First of all, for me, they all are.
Well, okay, yes,
First
but
of
like
all.
she was lower than 5'4" because I remember she was kind of my height, wasn't she?
Something
Okay.
like that, yeah.
All
I-
I'm saying
Yay,
is,
hi.
if you're a full foot taller than her, how the fuck did that happen? How did that work?
I don't know. We broke
Was she
up
not
because
like
like,
How did those Lego pegs fit together? How did that happen?
listen, I'm just saying, when you get your first blowjob while you're standing up,
But
Like,
you have
it
to have your
changes the
hands
man.
on your hips too.
it changes. I really him. It changes a man. We broke up because, like, I don't know, like, she just, like, it's funny because me and her actually never fucked. We did like
Oh.
everything else, but like
Oh, okay.
because I was a virgin. I'm gonna keep it a stat.
Oh, so
I
was
a
it like
virgin at
puppy
the time.
love? It was like puppy love type shit.
Yeah, full stop. I didn't lose my virginity till I was 20.
That's
But,
really sweet.
Oh, thanks.
I was a slut. I lost it at 17.
Nice. Good job.
She got around. She was for the streets. No.
And I say unto thee, she belongs to the streets. No, eventually I got tired of it, right? Here's the thing, I got cucked. I got tired of it, right? But like, I guess eventually I didn't get cucked in that way. Like we did pretty
made
much
you
everything.
watch?
We did pretty much everything else, but I didn't know what I was doing, so I was new and I wasn't ready yet. And eventually I'm like, all right, enough is enough. I want to fuck her. So like, I hit her up. And I'm like, in that same conversation, the very same conversation that I wanted to see her, like, before we were gonna hook up, that was the conversation where she broke up with me.
Oh.
And I wasn't even
Okay.
sad, because we didn't date for a short amount of time. I just looked at that text and I was like,
Wait, so you didn't
Fuck.
date for a short amount of time?
no, like 2 months.
You said you didn't date for a short amount
Like you
of time.
didn't see her for a short amount of time, basically, is what you're saying? Oh, no, you're saying in between. Wait.
No,
what?
I'm saying we only dated for 2 months.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm saying it wasn't like, I wasn't like so sad. I'm just like, no, I loved her. No, like, no, it was just, she came out of nowhere and her and I broke up with somebody because she wanted my wiener. And I'm like, all right, that's fine, whatever. So I'm like,
I don't know if this translates to guys, but for girls, I can speak firsthand experience.
Yes.
Being that first lady is a lot of responsibility.
That is
it's
true.
not even that. Like, I
Yep.
just also was like, I wasn't ready yet. The first time we hooked up, I was like, what are we doing? And then, like, she left and I was like, fuck, why
is her hand
what did
going
I
down
just
there?
do? No, it was awesome. I'm like, yeah, this is great, whatever. But, like, the thing is, in that same conversation, we broke up and I wasn't upset about it. I wasn't sad, like, oh, I really
Okay.
liked her. It's okay. Like, I just looked at the text and I was like, fuck.
Okay, so again, no poo-tang
I was
today.
like, fucking
No
damn it.
poo-tang today.
And then she thought it was a bad idea for us to hook up once before we broke up, and I was like, fuck. And then 2 years go by, and I'm still a virgin.
Oh, sweetheart.
It's okay. I lost my virginity to a woman like 30 years older
wait,
than me. It was
time out.
phenomenal. And it
Time
was, yeah.
Come on,
What?
come on.
What?
Did you
What?
lose it faster than she did? Did you know, like, she have a boyfriend, like, during those 2 years before you got...
Oh, yes. Here, because
So
that's
you
the
lost
funny
it? Did
part
you
of
lose
the
it before
story.
she did?
She broke up because it was like, I don't know if it's like not looking for anything serious yet, or like I wasn't the kind of guy she wanted to be serious with yet. I don't even know if you know this, Alexa. She got married less than a year after we broke up.
Oh.
She got
Wait.
fucking married, dude.
Wait.
Met a dude and
Oh,
got
no.
married.
Wait, did she have a
Oh,
kid
no.
like right after? Was it like a pump and pump and marry type of thing, or?
No. Shotgun wedding is what you're thinking of. Shotgun wedding.
But like also like wedlock.
married?
I'm talking wedlock there too, because it's just like, you know, like sometimes that happens where it's just like, oh shit, like you're pregnant, and it's just like, oh,
and marry.
pump and I don't know.
Pump and marry.
I don't know. It was like the main thing I thought of.
Oh my god,
I got fucking
can't.
hit with the I'm not looking for anything too serious yet.
And
Gets
then
married less than a
married.
year.
That happens. Yo, that happened with my ex too. Holy shit! Like it happened not the exact same way, but I found out through a friend of mine that she got kids. I don't know if she's married because it's like she's a fucking train wreck. She really is. And if you ever watch this, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. But she was a train wreck before we left, and then I'm even thinking like, you know, oh my god, did she do that thing where like that is not all to women, but it's just like some of them do some real fuck shit where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna get myself pregnant so he pays me child support fucking forever or whatever.
Oh, that's shitty.
But like,
That
you know,
sucks.
she had 2 kids, like, and I don't think there's a man in the picture either. So it's
Okay.
like, so I'm like,
Hey,
who's the
there-
wait.
unlucky fuck who got to deal with that?
hey, there ain't no man in my ex-girlfriend's picture either. Hey-oh.
Oh my god, I'm not high-fiving you for that. So wait, hang
Oh,
on.
trust me, I already went through the mental demons
on.
of like having a lesbian ex-girlfriend. I'm past all that shit.
You're
don't
right.
worry.
I was there with him when he was dealing with those demons as well, and you.
Nothing will ever get to you
I
after
was
that.
fucked up for a long ass time.
Right,
don't get
but
me
now
wrong.
that you're
like,
past it, you're tough as nails. You're gonna be fine.
And that's why we do this podcast too. So you know, like.
So wait, I
help you
need
get
to
through
say
it.
this. I need to say this before the topic gets swept away. So, as you had said about getting broken up with before the holidays, what about getting divorce papers served to you on your birthday?
Hey yo! Okay, no, she wins that. She wins that.
I didn't even know you were married.
I was
Wait,
briefly
so
married.
Before the context, you said
Yes.
divorce papers before the holidays.
You guys were talking about getting broken up with before
Yeah.
the holidays, and I'm saying, what about getting divorce papers served to you on your birthday while you're at work?
Okay, yeah, no, all right, yeah,
Dennis,
she
Dennis,
wins. She wins.
I think Alexa wins like the
No, she won by
podcast.
default.
She
won
wins
by
the
default.
podcast today.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound like I'm gonna one up you. That's
No,
so
no, no.
shitty of me.
That's why
But
I said
just-
like it's like
We are now the
I'm
double
not-
D and A experience. It's
We're the
welcome to,
DDA.
welcome to the
DDA.
dad. Welcome to the
We're
dad podcast.
Oh my god, we're dad.
Dad podcast. We're
That's
daddy
why-
as fuck out here.
That's why I wanted to say like I'm not trying to make it seem like oh it's like the breakup Olympics out here because like they're like you know I don't want to
The
equate my
breakup
shit.
Olympics are hilarious.
Yeah, but like you know for her but she won. She
Well, yeah, she won, but
That's not
like,
something
we're
I'm
not even-
necessarily
no.
proud of.
Bro, David, we're not even on podium.
Yep, that's
She's
not
up
true.
there by
No.
herself.
There's only 3 of us. How are you and me not on the fucking podium, Dennis? If anything, I think there's
On
like a more
her
heated.
birthday. That's crazy, man.
Well, yeah, so that means
That's
she gets
actually
the gold.
nuts. Fucking
y'all
papers on her birthday.
Do y'all
That's
want
crazy.
context?
High
or
hell.
what?
Absolutely, yeah, please.
Oh my god.
I've heard
Oh,
people
fuck.
get broken up on the toilet through a text message. It's like
See,
that's
I would have
nothing.
rather that because at least that's a potty joke at that point. You know, there's something you could do with that.
Yeah.
I
so-
suppose, yeah. Well, yeah, good. Please continue.
Okay, so around when I was about 22 years old,
Yes.
which was around the age was when she met her man. There's a mentality I think about that where like women feel like they need to get married in their 20s because they're expected to have babies before like they're 30 or mid 30s.
Oh, yeah, before
whatever.
they hit that deadline,
that
I guess.
mental
Yeah.
that biological clock
Yeah.
mentality, whatever the fuck. So I met this guy. He was a mailman. I met this man. No, we never did it in the mail truck. So before I know you're all already thinking that.
He did send me some saucy
No,
letters,
no,
though.
I was laughing at the way you said mailman. I don't know why. It rolled off the tongue funny. He was up.
It could have been an Amazon driver. It would have been the same fucking thing.
Yeah, but that doesn't roll off the tongue as harder. Like cabbage is funny. It's a funny word. Lettuce isn't funny. Alexa, continue.
So no, we never did it in the mail truck. I did do it in a fire truck once with a fireman. That's another story. So
Ooh, putting out the fire.
so this
It's getting
guy,
hot in there.
he was 10 years older than me.
Okay.
So I met him when I was about 22, about to turn 23. I think he had just turned 33, is about to turn 34, like around there.
Okay.
should have been my first clue. If a 10 years older man is interested in a 10 years younger girl, there's obviously something going on there.
My lesbian ex was 10 years older than me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't mean anything by it. I should have realized
I'm not offended.
that
I'm just sharing because it's funny. Don't worry. If you're worrying about offending me or Dennis, you are talking to the wrong motherfuckers.
I don't want to offend her. I don't know what her name is, but I'm sure she's lovely. I just
yeah, she's the best.
My ex, he had a lot of mental instability. A lot of emotional immaturity, which is hence why he had a hard time, I guess, dating around his own age, hence why he was aiming for younger and younger, etc. We were together, we dated for, oh yeah, that's the other kicker is I was a COVID wedding, so that was fun. So we dated, we dated from 2018 to 2019. 2019, he asked me to marry him in a bar. So we did that, and then the wedding was set up to be in 2020, August of 2020, and then we all know what happened in March of 2020. So that wedding had to be postponed. We legally got married in 2020, but our wedding got moved to 2021.
Oh, so just on paper, like at least legally in the state.
So on paper, we got legally married in 2020. Should have been my first clue when I was signing those papers, because I literally, the first thought in my head, and I will never forget this, was, I think I'm making the most expensive mistake in my life right now. And I just kept signing away.
Girl, you deserve a wedding, girl. You deserve a wedding.
Well, so here's the thing about that wedding. So, like I said, I have multiple family issues. One parent and I do not get along well. My sibling and I also do not get along well, for other reasons that I won't get into. But because she's my sibling, because she's my sister, she had to be my maid of honor. Like, it was expected. And like, I come from an Italian household where like everything is very traditional in a lot of ways.
Very Catholic too, I guess. Still,
not
like, with your
very Catholic, but like certain traditions are expected.
Okay,
I get that. Like, I'm fully
mean?
prepared to not be Dennis's best man. Like, I'm fully prepared.
Oh, because he has a sibling?
He's got brothers. There's
only one of my best friends. I'm going to be their maid of honor because she has no siblings.
Just sister and brother, just for me.
Oh, okay. Either way, I'm fully prepared. It's something that I know it's a
couple of best
I know
men.
it's a bridge I have to cross when I come to it, but my heart is going to be.
I'm gonna break all the traditions in my fucking wedding, man.
So the way that I handled it actually was, my sister was my maid of honor, but my best friend gave the speech.
Okay.
So I'm just throwing that out there for an idea for you guys. If you want David to be the speech giver, I have a feeling it would be really entertaining.
Oh yeah, I think it would too.
Just throwing that out there.
As soon as it's over, done.
I've already applied, got the job, shut the fuck up, I'm doing it.
Just where are the bridesmaids? Like, please, can we just fucking...
So,
can I get my duties out of the way here? Please continue.
There you go.
Yes.
So during the wedding, at this point, like, my marriage was legalized, but like he and I were already down the tubes. Like, our relationship was pretty much awful and very bad and unhealthy. A lot of it had to do with he had some issues going on. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't a walk in the park either. I had shit too. But so when my actual wedding day came, when I tell you I was too high to remember it, I'm not lying.
Sounds like a hell of a wedding, baby.
I had to, I started smoking the second I opened my eyes that morning. Ripped the biggest rip of my life before I walked down that aisle. Got down that aisle. I'm standing there. One of my best friends is our officiant, and he's like making jokes, and I'm just standing there like, what's happening? Oh, yes, I do. That's right. Yes, I do. Like, I was so checked out. I was so beyond checked out. My wedding was like, honestly, horrible.
I would
just
love to
felt
see
horrible.
that wedding tape. I would
Oh
love.
my god,
I would pay to see that.
The party was fun. Like, once I was able to
yeah,
kind
of course
just
you
like,
were high off your ass.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. But like, that's how I felt like I had to do that to get through the day. Again, should have been a warning sign in my head, like, hey, maybe you're not happy. Like, maybe, but like, this just goes to show, like, I was letting it be a vice when I shouldn't have been. But anyway, so we are married legally for about a year. During that year, I'm going through cosmetology school. And during that year, our marriage is horrible. Like, I'm talking like I once threw a dish at his head. Not even gonna lie to you. He fucking once got so angry he punched himself in the face. Like, if that shows any mentality issues that he had, like it was a shit show. So when the divorce actually happened, it was like late at night. I called my dad and I was like, Dad, you gotta come get me. Like, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm done. Come get me. I got my cat. I got my stuff. Like, let's go.
Put them all in a box and just ready to leave.
Oh my God. You think I was gonna go anywhere without my cat?
Oh no, not even that. I'm just saying, I'm just imagining like literally just packed anything that like you could fit in a box and just like brought it out.
That's literally like that night. I ended up going back and getting the rest of my shit. But like that night, I literally just like scooped up everything I could. And I got off the phone with my dad. I went into the other room and I said to my ex, I said, my dad is on his way. He is not happy. I suggest you make yourself scarce. I didn't even blink. That motherfucker was out the door. I didn't even blink. And I have not seen him since. The last memory I have of him is him cowardice hightailing it out the door. And then, so technically, the whole point of this story is technically I'm the one that left, but because he had to get that last jab in, he waited until my actual birthday. Obviously, the divorce was happening, but like he waited until my actual birthday because I was filling out the papers. So my birthday falls right before the holidays. My birthday's in November. So I was waiting until like, okay, I'm going to just wait until the holidays pass and then I'll serve him. Like, I'm not going to ruin his holiday. I'm thinking I'm being a nice human being. This motherfucker decides, oh, her birthday's on November 11th. That's a day she typically works. I'm going to make sure she gets served at her job on her birthday. So I'm in work and I get like my receptionist lady. She's like, hey, someone is here to see you. And I walk up and it's someone I'd never seen before. Cause the way that serving works is the divorce attorney that you get, they hire somebody to serve you the papers. And it's someone I've never seen before. She's very, very sweet, but she kind of comes up to me. She goes, listen, like, you don't know me. This is so awkward. I'm so sorry. But these are your divorce papers. And I just take them and I'm like, that motherfucker. I was like, all right, okay, touche.
I just also love that she was like the sweetest person ever
felt
too.
So bad. Like, it was written on her face. She like came up to and she didn't know it was my birthday or anything, but like she walked in and she was just like, I'm so sorry, but I literally have to do this. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. Thank you. And like in my head, I'm like, that asshole. I was trying to be nice. I was going to wait.
Hell.
What the fuck ever. But I got don't you worry. Mama walked away happy. Don't you worry.
Good.
Mama walked away happy.
As she deserves to be.
Oh, I mean, like, there's slightly more to the story. If y'all are getting bored, I don't need to keep talking about it.
No, you're good. You're
the saga continues.
The slightly more to the story. So he filed before me to get, that jab in. Like, he basically wanted it to look like I left her, she didn't leave me type mentality, right?
Okay.
So that got served to me on November 11th. 7 months go by. My lawyer can't get a hold of him. His lawyer can't get a hold of him. No one knows where the fuck he is. So he literally served me papers and like deuced, like just fucking
out of the country. I guess he just like deuced the fuck out.
No, like I didn't care enough to actually go and try to find him. I was like, what the fuck ever. You do whatever you want to do. I don't care. I just want this fucking legalized.
Yeah.
So my lawyer suggested, why don't you refile so that you're like the plaintiff, like you're the person serving him, because then that puts you kind of in the driver's seat of like how things get done, and it would allow us to kind of get things moving if he continues to not respond. So I refiled for uncontested, saying I didn't want anything. I think a few weeks later he comes back at me finally responding with his lawyer saying, nah, bitch, I want your money. He worked full time and had a pension. I was a student. What money do I have?
Fucking dick.
That's a bitch move right there, man.
God,
like,
what a fucking dick. When you don't even need it.
But like, what money do I have?
How fucking petty can you be? How fucking petty can you be?
Wait, let her continue.
I didn't understand. I literally said to my lawyer, I was like, what?
What money?
What
you want my loans?
Like, what? Exactly. Like, you want my loans or whatever? Like, what the fuck? So it ended up being where it was like, all right, he's coming after me for money. All right, let's scare the shit out of him. I put in for a court date. So now it's not like lawyer to lawyer talking to each other. Now it's like, I'm going to drag you in front of a judge.
Oh, we're going to go to a trial.
He's going to look at you and say, you're a piece of shit, and I'm going to give her half of everything you own. And I was like, that's what we're going to do here. So I literally sent the papers. Not even like 2 weeks later, I hear back from him basically just saying like, never mind, I want to settle. Never mind.
Pussy.
But it's like you think that like I'm not gonna drag you think that I can't afford a lawyer to take your ass to court? You're gonna come after me for money?
I'm already in college debt. You think I won't go in more debt for this fucking lawyer?
No.
So many fucking manlets out there, honestly,
Oh
bro.
my
Like that is like
God.
such pussy shit.
It, honestly, it
Why
said
couldn't you just
everything.
like? Why couldn't he just like fuck off into the sunset and just never
Like, I'm
return?
not
literally
coming after
knowing,
you for
too,
anything.
That he
Yeah, exactly that,
he
yeah.
had more money than you as well, just to hurt you more. Like I got my friend out of a really abusive relationship a couple of months ago, but that dude was like fucking, not making excuses for him. He was 20. At least they're all shitheads in their own way, but this guy was an extra shithead, like all the insecurities, gaslit her, emotionally abused her, all that good shit. You already
fuck.
know. This
Oh,
dude
yeah,
you're
no, I
telling
know.
me
I've
30
been there.
fucking 2 30 fucking 2 he's out here doing this shit?
What, my ex?
Yeah.
No. At this point, he was 37, 38,
Oh,
Oh, so
37.
5 years ago. Okay.
Five years even older than 32. Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking pussy little bitch.
I
Wow.
didn't even want to
I'm
just
so
add.
sorry.
I didn't even just want to add. It's just like, because you also just wanted to just end it right there. Like,
Well,
you
that's
just
kind
wanted
of
to
the
just
thing.
end it.
Like, I could have gone after so much. And, like, granted, like, we were only together on paper legally for about 2 years. So, like, I would only be able to get so much. Like, it's not like we had kids. It's not like we had anything
Yeah.
excessive.
No
but,
crazy
like,
assets to, like,
Like,
kind of,
my
like, give you
name
out
wasn't
there,
even
yeah.
on the house we had. Like, I wasn't even after that. I was after nothing. I just
Yeah.
wanted you to get the fuck away from me. So it just like, it became like this weird thing where it's like, I'm giving you 1,000,001 outs, dude. If you really want to come after me, fine, let's fucking go. And then as soon as I actually took a swing, he was like, never mind.
Stupid. Oh, my God.
All fucking bark,
lesson
man.
here
Wow.
is if you, even for a moment, have a doubt in your mind that you're marrying somebody that you shouldn't be, don't do it. Just don't do it. It was the most expensive mistake of my life, but I wouldn't change any of it, which is a weird thing to say. But I
It's
love
not.
where I am now.
It's not
And
a
I
weird
wouldn't
thing
be
to
here
say.
if I didn't go through that.
It's
I
not
know
a weird
exactly
thing to
what
say.
you mean. I know exactly what you mean, too.
All the experiences with my ex, it's like there was a very brief period where, like, I hated lesbians for like a month, and I'm like, David, that's irrational. Stop.
What did
Like,
lesbians didn't do anything
like,
to you?
that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't do fucking anything to me. Like,
But that's why he
relax.
said it's
there
irrational.
Was this TV
It was
commercial on the
irrational
time.
hate.
Irrational
There
fear
was
of
this
lesbians.
TV commercial
They're
that
taking
had,
all the
like,
women.
There was this TV commercial that had all the lesbian, like it had like a bunch of lesbian couples on it at the time, and it dropped like right when we broke up, and I was like, really? And then
Yeah.
COVID happened. January 2020, we broke up, and then COVID happened, so it felt like I got grounded. Like I would have gotten over her so much faster. I was so fucked up for so long. All that
I'm
shit.
sorry, that
Lost my job at the time because the
sucks.
voiceover classes I was taking couldn't do that no more. It's like you never feel like after a breakup, it's like the world is punishing you. But it was. It felt like
Imagine-
it was.
Imagine feeling that same feeling, but it's supposed to be with someone that like is meant to be your forever person.
Oh, yeah.
I was trapped with someone who I should not have been trapped with.
Very true, very true.
I can't imagine that. Never been in that ballpark, thank God. But I'm sorry you had to go through that because
That's okay.
I asked you to be on this podcast because I remember how wonderful and fun of a person you are. You always lit up the
Aw.
choir. I'm serious. You always lit up the choir every time you were here. And
Thanks, man.
I doubt you need this reminder, but if even like me and Dennis wanting to have you on our shitty show after like years, like we were talking about this in 2020 before I even had a podcast, Dennis, way back in the day. If other people like seeing that in you, like if that exists, then how bad could you be? Not that you feel that way about yourself, but like there are young women who do go through abusive relationships and they think, am I the bad one? Did he treat me like this because I am bad? It's like, if you have other people who see that light in you, even if it's just one human being, how bad could you possibly be? So,
Thanks, man.
yeah, of course,
So
yeah.
sentimental, man. Well, like it's
Wouldn't say it if it
interesting.
wasn't true, bro.
Thank you. I'm not gonna cry. Fuck off.
She like turns off her camera and but we still hear the audio.
Still hit the audio like,
The a slow,
I just want you
sad
to know,
crescendo.
I vibe with that because there was a time where I regretted my relationship with her, and I'm like, that was the best. You know, despite everything, it was the best relationship of my life. She didn't abuse me. She just wasn't honest with herself about who she was. She was
Right,
obsessed
but
with
that's
this. She was
tough.
obsessed with this other person who wound up gaslighting her and abusing her. She was in an abusive relationship for like 7 fucking years. Wasted her whole 20s with the wrong guy before hooking up with me.
I feel that.
You already know how it is. So,
I feel
but I
that.
don't regret it for a single moment, and I'm so glad that after 4 years, I was finally able to let her know that. Because I wanted her
full
to know
circle.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really
Love
did
that.
come full circle. It's been really nice reconnecting with her after everything in this new, like, platonic way, you know? So it's been.
You don't realize how important of a friend you are to her. And I'm going to say it like that because as someone who what you were describing before, it's like when you're in an abusive relationship, you're sitting there thinking, do I deserve it? Like, am I being treated like this because I deserve it? Like, this person who's abusing me treats everyone else just fine. Like, why do I get treated this way? I must deserve, like, that mentality. Like, to have someone in your life sit there and say to you, no, you didn't deserve that. That person's sick. That means so much. Like, you mean so much to her. Like, I don't even know this girl. I don't even know her name. And you don't need to say it because I don't want to be, like, outing her or whoever she is.
Dox
but, like,
her.
I can say wholeheartedly, like,
I'll censor it. It's fine.
okay,
It's a live
Okay.
show. I could censor it in post.
that's true. This is a live show.
Oh, no, but it's not a live show. No, my
Oh
bad.
my God, I
meant
said
it's
so
not
many penis jokes.
Well, all
Believe
12 of
me.
our viewers just now left.
No, I meant to say it is not a live show. I stuttered my words. I'm sorry.
I just wanted you to know, like, without even knowing her, like, as someone who also has suffered through traumatic relationships and friendships, like, you mean a lot to her. So, like, you do so much for her without even doing anything. Like, believe me.
I had to tell myself that as much as I felt like, you know, because, you know, she thought the same thing. Like, when we weren't talking for 4 years, it's like, he doesn't give a shit about me anymore. And I'm like, she doesn't give a shit about me anymore. And then the more and more you go without talking, the worse it gets. And eventually, I wanted to
Stupid.
write her something long and, like, heartfelt, but then I saw something she wrote on her private Twitter a bit back, and I'm like, enough is enough. I need to let her know how proud I am of her, like, right now.
You send her a
And so-
Taylor Swift song.
I didn't. You kicked my heart like a football, baby. Best thing about her dating that football star, when they break up, that album's gonna be fire, bro. Oh my god. When they break up, that shit's gonna go.
He has no idea like how much of a money bag he is for her. Like if it don't work out well, I always wish the best, but it's just kind of like, bro, but she's already got you locked and loaded for a song, man.
Not
If
to be
you
a
fuck
dick.
up in any way,
No, but it's true. It's just true.
Yeah, like she
Taylor
already
Swift,
knows.
man.
She's already 2 steps ahead of you, bro.
She
Oh my
told me I
God.
was the best she's ever had, you know, when we broke up. And so it's amazing, like, where the bad places the mind can wander, the
I thought
longer you
penis.
go.
I thought
without
best
talking.
penis. I was like, best she's ever had, but you're the only penis she's had, right?
No, not the only one, but just the
The
let's
only
just
one
say,
that mattered.
The biggest.
let's just say her ex-boyfriend had a couple of different reasons for emotionally abusing her. If you catch my
Aw,
drift.
that sucks.
If you catch my
Oh,
drift.
that makes sense. My ex makes sense now.
Well,
Sorry.
see, so does mine. Because mine, the only man she had been with at the time was a dude with a microcock. Enter a guy who, let's just say I don't have a microcock to say
Be proud
like,
of that.
Cuban sandwich.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn. Let's just say I don't have a microcock to say the very least.
And that's okay. That's just that's
So now
wonderful.
she's had like a guy with, like, you know, some meat on his bones, literally, and then she's like, oh shit, I am gay. You know what I mean? Like, now she's like, oh, so this is what a real dick feels like. Oh, I don't like this.
No.
I
No,
don't
when
like
you
this.
say
Okay.
micro. No, wait. I want this because, like, in my dating history, with the exception of who I'm with now, and I could say that
Just
confidently
to
and
cut you off,
proudly.
she straight up told me she couldn't feel him, like, ever.
Okay, so a micro penis. When I tell you, like, I'm holding up a chapstick for those viewers at home, like, was it like that? That's a micro penis, and I'm
Did
not
she ever?
even.
She actually like described it like for you.
Of course she did.
Okay.
Oh, she didn't have like. I've had guys confidently send me pictures of the chapstick. Like, I mean,
Yo, you almost can't help but be like, hey, yo, I like his confidence in some way, shape, or form.
Not the chap dick. Not the chapsticks, bro.
I was
Not the
going back
chapsticks.
years. This is years ago, but a dude did confidently. I mean like years. I was like 21, 20,
Okay.
fresh in the dating game. This guy confidently sent me a chapstick, very confidently, and I was like, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm like kind of proud of you. Like, I want to give
It's like,
you a
I
gold
appreciate
star.
the moxie. Like,
I appreciate
it's like
the moxie.
A for confidence for real. Like this dude, like just I'd like to imagine that guy's out there somewhere and he just never lost that confidence.
When
Like,
I
he
was
just never lost it.
no, but here's the ultimate twist. He went to school to be a plastic surgeon. We all know why. We all know why.
There is a fucked up procedure that some men are doing now because a part of their dick is literally inside of them. And there's a procedure now where they literally just yank that part out to make their dick bigger.
Oh, I thought you meant like the like people were like doing the reverse trans thing. I was like, wait, they're putting it in and then ripping it out?
Give me that.
I'm not talking about the gender benders. I'm talking about just the genders.
The gender.
I'm talking about
the genders.
I'm just no, not like trans people like getting procedures or their surgeries, sex changes.
First
like
of all,
men, just literal men with micro dicks who want their dick to be bigger, and so they literally just yank more of it out because there's a part of like their dick that obviously goes inside of them.
Hey yo, bro,
Where it starts.
you already so behind. Pulling
Length
that out, man.
doesn't
is-
help girth. Length doesn't help girth.
You
Yeah,
just gotta,
that's the sad reality.
you just
Yeah.
gotta
That's
get
the
that
sad reality.
Botox.
Like some men, like
just
Like-
get that Botox on your dick, man.
I would much
that's the
rather-
only thing you can do.
I would much rather a shorty that had some meat on his bones than a pencil.
you
Like,
are not
That
the
is
only
fair.
woman.
It's just a straight shot to your cervix, man. That doesn't fucking feel good. It hurts. It's just painful.
Yeah. What is the term? Fucking pencil penis or skinny penis, something like that. I don't.
Pencil pusher.
Pencil pusher.
I always
like
heard
that.
needle dick.
Needle
was-
dick.
I always heard that one too.
Needle dick.
I
That's the
love
one.
how
Thank you.
I don't know. I've only listened to a few of your podcasts. Is this the first one that's been so heavily penile related with a female on?
There's literally just gonna be a penis on the thumbnail, but
Did
we'll have to censor it because
we-
YouTube.
Did we
Like
talk?
that's like it's the only thing I could think of right
Did we
now.
what? I'm sorry.
Did we talk about Dennis? Did we talk about dicks when we had Jessica on?
Not
Remy,
too
we
much.
probably did. Remy,
We talked
like,
about
I
her
just
movie.
Safe bet.
We talked about Jessica's movie when
We did
when
talk
had
about
on.
her movie.
Mostly her movie,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had
We talked
my-
about hair
my
for
old-
what? A few minutes?
and then we
And
just
then
went
penis.
straight to dick. Just went straight to dick.
That's good video for you. That's good. That's
It's
good
good.
internet.
It's good.
Good
content.
media.
Good
Good
content.
content.
Good
That's
content.
what this podcast is amounting to dick, I guess, at the
Yo,
end of the day.
can you
Means a
imagine
lot.
if we started to get ads for our videos and then the first ad is like, would you like to make your dick bigger and like thing and
Water-based lube for every.
Well, if you want to make your repertoire of podcasts
Or-
bigger, since I think we're unfortunately coming up on time right now.
Aw.
Yeah,
I was
I
having
know.
fun.
it's like that TikTok? It's like that TikTok AI voice of like, would you like to make your dick bigger? See this procedure that doctors found out in 2022. Pull the
How
thing
to-
that's behind your penis to make it bigger.
How to make your dick bigger.
Oh, that was
How to
good.
make a dick bigger with a rubber band.
Are you tired of your lady not feeling it?
Tired
Follow these five steps.
Yo, ever
we're
heard of
coming up on time.
Jerkmate?
I'm sorry. Jerk. Oh God.
Yo, ever heard of Jerkmate?
Oh God. Listen, when I go
Holy
to
shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. There is a safe way to expand the size of your penis. It is efficient and will make the ladies stop hating you.
I hate how accurate that is.
He really does it too well.
Oh God. It's
It's a little too well, ain't it?
Is there any
Come here,
topics
you little bitch. Let me dingle your dongle.
Dingle doggo? I'm trying to ask if there's any topics you want to touch on before we finish. Is there any other questions that you had hair related?
I've told this. It wasn't hair related. I mean, it is kind of hair related, but
We're not even about hair no more. It's just like,
I mean, it is
more
kind of-
questions about dick.
no, this one's not about dick. This one's about pussies.
All right, hit me.
You remember?
Don't hit me. Don't hit the pussy. Don't ever hit the pussy.
I'm not gonna. I didn't.
Don't
I
hit
didn't.
it.
I didn't hit. I didn't hit it.
Not without permission, at least.
Not without permission. No. You remember Sean?
Sean.
Sean
Vaguely.
from Choir. Sean
name
from
rings a
choir,
bell.
the kind of a short dude. He was the guy who loved Disney. He was obsessed with Disney. Sean Chapp. He was in the
A
choir.
massive horse cock.
I think I remember. I'm having a hard time remembering his face, but I'm remembering the essence of him.
One of the other bass singers. He was in the choir with us. He got married at around May of 2021.
Are you Googling him?
No, I'm not Googling him. I'm just bringing up his fucking Facebook because, like,
He's bringing up the database.
You'll probably recognize the guy. Yeah, no, he got married to his very long-time girlfriend. He was still dating her when, like, we were in the choir together.
Okay.
He got married on May of 2021, and it was one of those weddings where, like, fuck.
You went?
I went to his wedding. He invited me.
Oh, that's sweet.
So you were chill with him.
Yeah, we were mad cool. We were mad cool.
What happened at the wedding?
Okay, well, you know,
his
like,
bride. No.
you got all those party games and shit, and like the guy throws the fucking the girdle, the girdie, the whatever the thing is, like you know how like women throw the bouquets and it's the next one to get married.
No, please keep trying. I know what you're trying to say, but I want to
Women-
keep hearing you describe what you think it
I
is.
just want to see him crash and burn for a couple more minutes before I like break it to him that he's a fucking idiot, and then explain like what it actually is.
Women,
The girdle?
the girdle,
Do you know what
yes.
a girdle is?
Yeah, it's the thing the woman puts it up her leg, and you know.
No!
What do you mean? Yes, it is. They do put it up their leg.
Girdle is a corset
Oh, that
thing.
no shit. You're right. Whatever the fucking thing is that women put
The
up.
garter.
Bro,
Garter.
rips off.
Garter.
Thank
Bro
you, thank
rips
you,
off
thank
the
you.
corset, just throws it into his like fucking crowd of bros. He's like, "Hey, yo, who gets it? Gets married
the
next."
girdle,
Just
throws it.
just rips it off like this.
That's why when you said it, I was like, I'm going to let him keep talking and let him think he knows what he's saying, and I'm just going to wait.
You know, I was
gonna
even
hang.
thinking.
Myself.
I'm even thinking in my head when he was saying, I was like, that doesn't sound right at all. Like for
Girdle.
some reason, it just like sounded
girdle.
very off.
If I was not
girdle.
6'5" with the inability to hang myself from my ceiling because my feet just touch the floor.
You'd have to
swear
literally
to
bend your
God.
legs. You'd have to bend your legs like they just to like not just to not touch the floor.
You get too
fucking-
tired holding your legs up.
The garter. Because
garter.
we're running on time at this point.
garter, sorry,
The
yes.
garter. I've told the story on the show a long time ago.
This is great content.
The garter, right? You know how women catch the bouquets, that's the next one to get married. The man version of that at weddings is the guy catches the girdle garter. And the girdle
He has
garter.
to catch it in his teeth, technically, if you're
course,
going to be technical.
I won, like, we had, like, little dance competitions. I was the one who kept getting dragged up to stage. And then, of course, I was the one who fucking caught it. And everyone was like, oh, it's this guy
'cause you're the
again.
fucking tallest.
Oh, my God. I didn't even fucking mean to, man. Like, all the attention sprawled on me. The MC knows I've done this kind of, like, stage work and stuff before. So he blindfolds me. He's telling me what's going on. For those of you listening at home who don't know, the tradition is there's a thing that, you know, brides and grooms do at weddings where, like, there's a little, like, sexual game they play where, like, the woman hides the garter somewhere under her dress, the groom has to find it. And it's supposed to be like, oh, it's their first time, they're doing it in front of everybody, isn't that suggestive, whatever?
It's like, meanwhile, I bet she literally inhaled his asshole that weekend.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's a little bit, like, outdated of a tradition when you think about it that way. People fuck before they get married. But anyway.
Yes.
Where it gets awkward and a little bit more modernized. They do the same game with the guy who catches the garter with the girl who catches the bouquet. And the thing is, they're usually from the groom and the bride's party separately, so 90% of the time, those motherfuckers don't know each other.
But wait, they're putting the garter on you? Like, what?
No,
Like,
they put the garter somewhere underneath that random woman's dress, and the guy who catches the garter, he has to find it under this woman that he doesn't fucking know.
did she
In
smell?
front of everybody. No, she didn't smell. So I'm looking for it. I'm blindfolded.
Asking
I'm
the real questions here.
It's a real question.
I
Okay,
guess this
you're
woman
blindfolded.
liked how I looked or something because eventually I slipped past it with. I can't find it. Like, she hit it somewhere mad high. Like, I was fucking riding
her
high.
ass.
I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I'm
see, I went
flipping
the
it up
other way.
there.
I was like, it's probably very cavernous down
Yeah.
there.
This woman kind of just never told me to stop. And
Hey,
I'm
yo.
Tell me
trying,
that you ate this woman out
I'm
in front of a
trying
crowd.
to find the garter, and then eventually I still can't find it. She hit it so high, like up her fucking snooch, like up the way, and eventually I just, like, I'm riding high, I'm moving my arm up there, and then I touch her, and she jolts.
Oh,
She
yeah.
Yeah, she just like jolts really hard, and she literally like does like the fucking old fashioned thing. She goes like, "Oh my,
oh my!"
Like she literally goes like,
It's like,
"Oh
bitch,
my."
what did you expect? You shoved it up your cooch. I have to search your cervix. Like, what the fuck do you expect me to do?
Literally being Tomb Raider out here, like going up into the fucking caverns and trying to find it.
Remember that old Game Grumps joke? Like, whoops, there's vagina.
Whoops, this. I just saw them live. I saw their tournament of games.
I've been watching them again recently after like not watching them for years. They're still doing their thing,
I
man.
am such a simp for Aaron and Darren. I'm not even gonna like lie.
Danny Sexbang is a huge hero of mine.
Yeah. I was watching a lot of their older stuff too.
Our most listened to episode of this podcast on listening platforms, not on YouTube. On listening platforms, our most listened to episode by far.
Danny.
It was like our 11th episode. It was when that kid tried to cancel Danny Sexbang by making him seem like he was gaslighting this girl. It was all bullshit.
That's
it was
right.
all bullshit.
And Danny did the right thing. He never responded. He's like, this isn't real. This is just...
it was all bullshit.
That's what you're supposed
so that
to do.
episode was like all about like cancel culture and shit. That's our most listened to one there. Our most listened to one here is recently,
to
actually,
Danny.
yeah.
Is
recently,
this one?
yeah.
This
It's gonna
is
be
the
this
most-
one. It's gonna be
Fuck
this.
yeah.
Hey, we've been getting a lot more. We've been getting a lot more lately. Our last couple episodes did like a little over a 1K. It's been nice. Thank you for all the
We
love,
also
everybody.
did go to the dark side for a little bit and have to plaster titties like thing. But you know, it's
I
like
plastered titties on the last one. It didn't work because they
they
were
weren't
cartoon
real.
titties.
They weren't real. They were drawn.
Neither are terrors in real life. So
Do y'all want to hear what I said to Danny Sexbang when I spoke to him? Do y'all want to hear that?
were you one of his groupies? Because if you were, I'd respect the shit out of it.
Yeah, I was one of the girls. No, I wish.
I'm not gonna hold you. If you sat here and you tell me I fucked Danny Sexbang, I'm gonna get jealous.
First of all, if I did do that, I would
Wasn't
be
he already
dead
dating
because I would
someone?
just be die happy. He's married now.
Yeah, exactly. He's married now.
Yes, and she's
He was already
beautiful.
dating someone even
Well, I
before
don't
then
know
too.
I don't know when this was. I'm sorry. Well, you said recently. My bad.
So during it was during the two things. So they've talked about two different shows. One of them was, did you ever see the clip of the whole crowd that's chanting, "We want blowjobs, clap, 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 clap"? Did you ever see that one?
I can't say that I have.
It's on YouTube somewhere. I was
Okay.
part of that crowd. That was a great one. But then there was one, they did the Stone Pony, and I paid the extra to do like the Q&A before. So like in the actual Stone Pony, they had like 100 people to do a Q&A, and then they had like the full actual show outside at Stone Pony's like big outdoor thing. So I was like lucky enough that Vernon was going around with the microphone and he came up to me to ask a question. I did not expect to get the microphone. I didn't have a question. I just wanted, I was just in awe. Like, I don't freak out over Christina Aguilera. I don't freak out over Danny DeVito. I freak out over these
I think I see where this is
40-year-old
going.
men talking about penises on the internet. They're my Michael Jackson. So Vernon gives me the microphone and I get so excited and I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually getting it. And into the microphone, I just go, oh dear God, I have the meat sweats. I was so embarrassed, but I was like in such a frantic state. I was like, I just said that.
Did they laugh though?
They absolutely laughed. They
Thank
very
God.
much laughed.
Okay,
I got to
good,
thank them for getting me through one of the shittiest times of my life, yada yada. And then I don't even remember what I asked them because I was just like, I didn't care. I just wanted to thank them.
Well, it's because
I
you had
just
the meat
literally-
sweats.
Meat sweats.
You
Yes,
couldn't remember
I had
because
the
you
meat
had the meat
sweats.
sweats.
But that's why then you ask them. It's like, how's your meat sweats? Like,
I should have done that.
Like, do you
I should have been
the-
like, and how's your day?
Do you
But,
guys
like,
have
yeah,
the
I-
meat sweats?
Do you guys have the meat sweats? But I literally just wanted to thank them. I literally was just like,
that's
guys, I'm
great.
sorry. I literally just wanted to thank you. And just
That's
like,
enough. That's
and
enough.
that's it. I'm so sorry.
one of my favorite, like, I'll just say this little last bit and then we'll just head out here. But like, one of my
Sure.
favorite bits was that one kid who was at it was like at a gaming convention. It was like, I think Notch was there, like the creator of Minecraft. And the kid went up there and he's just kind of like, what kind of dedicated RAM do you need to run the server? Like, he was just so.
Was that English?
No, the thing was, it was a literal child because he was like asking like, oh, okay, well, how much dedicated RAM do you need to run the server? But it came out in like such a Billy Madison stutter, and like I remember it was like replayed like forever through the internet, and I remember seeing it one time, and it was. It was so
Poor
funny
guy.
because he was a kid, and I'm like, that would be me if
But
I
he's
was a
asking
child.
a real question.
But that's
It
what I
wasn't
mean,
just
yeah.
like, what's your
But
favorite color, dude? It was like, how do I do this on the computer?
It came out in such a stutter too.
Do you ever wonder when you could do anything?
Yes. I love that clip, by the way. I know which one you're
I'm
talking
like,
about.
I'm saying this. Do people remember this meme?
I love that meme.
Showing my age.
How do you get boobies in Minecraft?
How do
You put that in Google search. How get
boobies in
Minecraft?
Minecraft? Puts the W. Minecraft.
I remember one time I was texting my Minecraft girlfriend in the same room as Dennis, and then his phone vibrated, and we just like fucking like
No.
staring at each other.
No. You don't just get to casually say that and then go out on like that note. You had a Minecraft girlfriend?
We're leaving, guys. Bye.
Sure.
Alexa,
I
no.
want that to be continued.
Well, it sucks because I'm making it up. I didn't even play Minecraft on PC. I had it for a little bit on Xbox.
Liar for
I'm
content.
serious. I was just trying to make it seem like, oh, good, there's the joke. Dennis was my Minecraft girlfriend all along.
Ah.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, when like you're texting your Minecraft
see, I'm
girlfriend, then his phone vibrates. It's not funny when I have to explain the joke.
Sorry.
Well, all right. We're out here making Minecraft jokes now. I think that's it.
Anyways, guys,
I think
here's
that's it.
Here's our plugs.
I mean, ours. Let's go with Alexa's first. Like, what?
Yes.
If you have anything to plug yourself, if you want to like talk about your business,
Oh.
like, we can make a title card for you. Like, throw that on there.
Oh, you guys are
if you're comfortable
sweet.
saying where it is, like, I mean, that's a different story. But if you just want to like maybe plug your socials, if you have like
Yeah,
socials for it, that'd be better.
So I am Styles and Spells on Instagram, and if you want to go follow me or request an appointment or consultation, you can slide into my DMs like a creepy ex-girlfriend. I'm a weirdo. I do hair. You listen, you can get your hair done anywhere by anybody, but you can get your hair done by me and actually have a fun experience. So I am Styles and Spells. Come check me out if you would like. If you want a vivid, fun fashion color and you're in the area, would love to take care of you. And hold on. Wait, one more thing. Come here.
Yeah.
Oh, the kitties. Woo!
Y'all at home can't see him, but this is Sunny. He's a white cat with orange on his face.
Oh.
Say hi, bud. All right.
He's
wants
like,
me to...
get off me.
But anyway.
Unhand me.
The beautiful Krat. It's the Krat.
Yes,
Chris
it's
Pratt.
the Krat. And now this is going to be my life for the next hour. Okay. But that's all my stuff. So thank you. Thank you for having me on, by the way. This was so
Yeah.
much fun.
Of course.
If you ever want another random lady to come on, I can pretend to be someone else.
we have repeat guests pretty often. Our most repeat guest would be our buddy Evan, who we pretty much consider like the Double D correspondent at this point. Whenever we need somebody whenever we need somebody who wants to talk about something that he's ferociously not an expert in, but we want him to pretend he's an expert in, he is our he is our correspondent. Yes. Shout out to Evan.
I'm dad.
Your daddy is fucked.
So whenever you want daddy, you just let me know.
I'll let you know when I want daddy, all right? I'll let you know when I want daddy, all right?
Oh.
Yeah.
You're just gonna message her one day and just be like,
Daddy.
I want daddy. I want daddy.
I'm sorry it took so long for us to do this, man. Like, my New Year's resolution was to actually keep in touch with people, which I'm so fucking bad at doing. I mean,
Me
I know you
too.
hit me up from like a message I sent you like some years ago, but like,
But
honestly,
it's fair because it took me forever to see that.
even though I already remembered like from years ago, like now it's just solidified the remembrance of how fun you are. So honestly, like, trust me, Alexa, it was our pleasure, really. You were one of the people I look forward to seeing most every week, or like in the
I'm
choir.
not gonna cry.
Trust.
You guys are so nice.
Yeah. Believe me, the choir got me. BCC was like, oh man, the choir is what got me through it too. Believe me, it's what got me through it too. I was so
know
much
that
more
feeling.
miserable in the summer classes, even though that's where I met Dane. And
Dane
that's how I
Cook?
met. No, not Dane Cook, even though that's where I met Dane, which is how I met this guy. So,
What
yeah.
this guy? You're pointing to.
that wrong
You
way.
pointed that way. I was like, who the fuck's over there?
It's how. No. You want to know who? You want to know?
I have
how
Iron
met?
Man to my right, left.
You want to know who?
My
It's how I
left,
met. It's how I met this guy.
Well, Was that one of the cutouts they gave you?
Official Nintendo cardboard cutout, yes. You all know. Yeah, you all know at home I work for Nintendo a couple months out of the year. Y'all know that from the ambassador program. But
You're
that's
the
enough.
Nintoonist.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
That is what they call me. There's a lot of
All
gamers
right.
who still call me that.
Wait. I have one last question and then I will leave. David, I know your name. Sir.
Yes.
What is your name?
You're lying.
I was like, I'm sitting here for like an hour. I'm like, wait, it's a D name because he's the double D.
Bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
And it's
tomorrow
even
next
worse
week.
because I messaged it to you. I told you.
Next week,
did?
we'll see
wait,
you.
I messaged it to you.
Bye.
You're lying. No.
I'm so sorry.
We're never having her on ever again. This is
my-
say
Thank you,
goodbye.
cookies.
This is my beautiful girlfriend, Denise. This is Denise.
Denise. Oh my God, your name's Dennis.
Get fucked. We're done. All right, plugs, Spotify, 5-star reviews, please. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all that stuff.
Check out her salon and then trash it for me.
YouTube.com/Nintoonist, which is where I know most of you listen. Like,
Tell her
comment,
Dennis
subscribe,
sent you.
all that good stuff. We're done. Bye.
Bye.
We threw out his name.
I'm sorry.